Good morning, students. Myself Sonali Ananta Hivrade, and I welcome you all to our video series on difference equation second. This is our lecture number 6, and earlier in the lecture number 5 we have studied the Cauchy function and some examples and theorem based on that. And next we will study the Sturmian theory and the next part of that. So let's start with our lecture number 6. So in this lecture we will study the Sturmian theory, definition of generalized zero, Sturm separation theorem, and some theorem based on the generalized zero definition, and then we will study the definition of disconjugate and some example over it. So our first thing is the lemma over Sturmian theory. What is the statement of this lemma? So it is, if y of t is a non-trivial solution of L of y of t equals to 0 such that y of t0 equals to 0 and a less than t0 less than b plus 2, then y of t0 minus 1 into y of t0 plus 1 less than 0. So what it tells, we have given that y of t is a non-trivial solution of L of y of t equals to 0. आपल्याला हे माहिती आहे काय आहे, तर हे आहे लिनियर ऑपरेटर ऑन y of t. सो y of t हा आपल्याला दिला नॉन ट्रिवियल सोल्युशन. आणि नॉन ट्रिवियल सोल्युशन म्हणजे काय? सो लेट्स सी व्हॉट इज नॉन ट्रिवियल सोल्युशन. नॉन trivial solution. So non-trivial solution is any non-zero solution is said as the non-trivial solution. That is, जो कुठला आपल्याकडे नॉन झिरो सोल्युशन राहील आपण त्याला नॉन ट्रिवियल सोल्युशन म्हणू शकतो. ॲज एक्झाम्पल, इफ y of t इक्वल्स टू 0 अँड z of t इक्वल्स टू 1. सो आपल्याकडे हे दोन सोल्युशन आहेत L of y of t इक्वल्स टू 0चे. सपोज हे दोन सोल्युशन्स आहेत, तर त्यातलं एक सोल्युशन आपल्याला y of t इक्वल्स टू 0 दिलेला आहे आणि z of t इक्वल टू 1 दिलेला आहे. सो हा 1 आपल्याला नॉट इक्वल्स टू 0 आहे, म्हणजे नॉन झिरो आहे. तर या सोल्युशनला आपण नॉन ट्रिवियल सोल्युशन असं म्हणू शकतो. और आपण आणखीन एका डेफिनेशनमधून बघू शकतो, एनी सोल्युशन which has one component, any solution which has one component non-zero. सेम असंच, फक्त वेगळ्या वेनी. सो एनी सोल्युशन which has one component non-zero is termed as the non-trivial solution. So this is a non-trivial solution. I hope so. तुम्हाला सर्वांना कळलं. So let's go further. If y of t is a non-trivial solution of L of y of t equals to 0 such that y of t0 equals to 0. जर y of t हे non-trivial solution दिलेलं आहे L of y of t equals to 0, then आपल्याला प्रूफ करायचं आहे की y of t0 minus 1 into y of t0 plus 1 is less than 0. So let's start with the proof. Since y of t is the solution of L of y of t equals to 0. y of t हे सोल्युशन आहे L of y of t equals to 0चं with y of t equals to 0 जे आपल्याला दिलेलं आहे. y of t equals to 0 where t0 belongs to the interval a and b plus 2. So we obtain आपल्याकडे L of y of t चं इक्वेशन होतं. ते इक्वेशन होतं p of t into y of t plus 1 plus c of t into y of t plus p of t minus 1 into y of t minus 1 equals to 0. But आपल्याला दिलेलं आहे y of t is a non-trivial solution of L of y of t equals to 0 with y of t 0 equals to 0. So आपण t च्या जागी t 0 put करूया. Therefore, the next equation will be, we have put t0 in place of every t. So we get p of t0 y of t0 plus 1 plus c of t0 y of t0 plus p of t0 minus 1 y of t0 minus 1 equals to 0, where this c of t equals to q of t minus p of t minus p of t minus 1. ही c of t ची व्हॅल्यू आपण अगोदर शिकलेलो आहोत, तुम्ही बघून घ्याल आपण कुठे शिकलो होतो ते. Thus p of t0 y of t0 plus 1 equals to minus p of t0 minus 1 y of t0 minus 1. आता हे कसं आलं तर आपल्याकडे y of t0 ची व्हॅल्यू दिलेली आहे जी की आहे 0. y of t0 equals to 0 and c of t0 equals into 0. So this whole term will be like equal to 0. Therefore we have p of t0 y of t0 plus 1 as it is, and this term we have transferred to right hand side. Therefore this is equals to minus p of t0 minus 1 y of t0 minus 1. Now since p of t is greater than 0, p of t is greater than 0 for all the t belongs to a b plus 2 closed interval. Therefore we have p of t0 also greater than 0 because we have replaced t with t0. So therefore we get p of t0 is greater than 0. Thus y of t0 plus 1 equals to minus of p of t0 minus 1 upon p of t0 into y of t0 minus 1. So ही आली आहे या टर्म वरनं y of t0 plus 1 as it is, and p of t0 we have transferred into right hand side. So we get like this, y of t0 plus 1 equals to minus of p of t0 minus 1 upon p of t0 into y of t0 minus 1. So now we will shift y of t0 minus 1 to left hand side. Y of t0 plus 1 upon y of t0 minus 1 equals to this term as it is, and this is less than 0 because our p of t was less than 0. Therefore y of t0 plus 1 into y of t0 minus 1 is less than 0, and this is because आपल्याकडे ही टर्म आहे y of t0 plus 1 upon y of t0 minus 1 equal to, and then it is less than 0. दोन टर्मचं डिव्हिजन आपल्याला लेस दॅन 0 दिलाय. सो इफ division of two values are less than 0 or negative, then their product also will be negative. So remember this thing, and from this statement we can write it like this: y of t0 plus 1 into y of t0 minus 1. दॅट इज या दोन व्हॅल्यूजचा जर का डिव्हिजन आपल्याला निगेटिव्ह मिळत असेल लेस दॅन 0 मिळत असेल तर त्याच दोन व्हॅल्यूजचा प्रोडक्ट पण आपल्याला लेस दॅन 0 मिळेल. सो दॅट इज y of t0 plus 1 and y of t0 minus 1 has opposite signs, because if we take plus 1 and minus 2, there only we can say that these have opposite signs, and if we solve them, plus 1 minus 2, this will get us minus, and that is less than 0. Therefore we can say from this that is y of t0 plus 1 and y of t0 minus 1 has opposite signs, and hence proved. Next part is generalized zero definition. So we say that a solution y of t of L of y of t equals to 0 has a generalized 0 at t0, provided that y of t0 equals to 0 if t0 equals to a, and if t0 is greater than a, then either y of t0 equals to 0 or y of t0 minus 1 y of t0 less than 0. This product will be less than 0. So if we have any domain and the first point of the domain is a, so let's write a is the first point of domain, and our point is t0. So we say that the solution y of t has a generalized 0 at t0. Therefore it says that y of t0 equals to 0 if t0 is equals to a, and if it is t0 greater than a, then y of t0 equals to 0 or y of t0 minus 1 into y of t0 less than 0. यांचं म्हणणं असं आहे की जर का t0 हा फर्स्ट पॉइंट ऑफ डोमेनचा इक्वल असला, देन आपल्याला मिळेल y ऑफ t0 इक्वल्स टू 0, म्हणजे y ऑफ t0 च्या पॉइंटवर आपल्याला y ऑफ t0 ची व्हॅल्यू 0 मिळेल. आणि जर का याचा उलट झाला, जर t0 इज ग्रेटर दॅन a असला, देन आपल्याला y ऑफ t0 वरती और त्याचा मागच्या पॉइंटवरती दॅट इज t0 मायनस 1, आपण असंच करतो ना, t0 मायनस 2, t0 मायनस 1, t0, then t0 plus 1. So t0 minus 1 is the last point of t0. It is behind t0. So if t0 is greater than a, we will get at t0 y of t0 equals to 0 और त्याच्या मागच्या पॉइंटवर दॅट इज y of t0 minus 1 आणि y of t0, तिथे आपल्याला त्याचं सोल्युशन मिळेल. सो that is the definition of generalized zero. Now we will proceed towards our theorem. So statement काय आहे theoremचं? Two linearly independent solutions of L of y of t equals to 0 cannot have a common 0. दोन लिनियरली इंडिपेंडंट सोल्युशन्स दिलेले आहेत L of y of t equals to 0 चे, आणि म्हटलं आहे की they cannot have a common 0. So let's prove this, and we will prove this by contradiction method. So let's start the proof. Assume that two linearly independent solution y of t and z of t of L of y of t equals to 0. आपण अज्युम केलं की y of t आणि z of t हे लिनियरली इंडिपेंडंट सोल्युशन आहेत L of y of t चे, and they have a common 0. आपल्याला प्रूफ करायचं आहे की they cannot have a common 0. So we will take that it have common 0 at t0. आपण उलटा वेनी जातोय कॉन्ट्राडिक्शननी. So we have considered that y of t and z of t have a common 0 at t0. That is y of t0 equals to 0 and z of t0 equals to 0. So if they are linearly independent solution of L of y of t equals to 0 and they have a common 0 at t0, we will consider a Cartesian of them. And in this Cartesian, this upper values will be 0 and y of t0 plus 1, z of t0 plus 1, this will give us equals to 0. So this Cartesian is equals to 0. But we have seen the definition of Cartesian, and this is the contradiction to y of t and z of t are linearly independent, because we know in the Cartesian, if the solutions are Li, then Cartesian will be non-zero, and we have that these are linearly independent, but we are getting Cartesian is equals to 0. So this is contradicting our fact that if in the Cartesian, if the solutions are Li, then Cartesian will be non-zero. So this is the contradiction, and hence y of t and z of t cannot have a common 0, and that is our statement that two linearly independent solutions of L of y of t equals to 0 cannot have a common 0, and hence we have proved the theorem. So moving further, we have next theorem. The statement of the theorem is, if a non-trivial solution of L of y of t equals to 0 has a 0 at t1, and a generalized 0 as t2, which is greater than t1, then any constant Li solution has a generalized 0 in closed interval t1 and t2. That is, आपल्याला दिलेलं आहे की नॉन ट्रिवियल सोल्युशन जर आपण कन्सिडर केलं L of y of tचं एखादं आपण नॉन ट्रिवियल सोल्युशन कन्सिडर केला, आणि समजा आपण कन्सिडर करतोय ते y of t. So if y of t is a non-trivial solution of L of y of t, then it has a 0 at t1. त्याला एक रूट राहील म्हणते t1 and a generalized 0 at t2. So it has a 0 at t1 and a generalized 0 at t2. आपण आता जनरलाइज 0 ची डेफिनेशन पाहिली. तर जनरलाइज 0 काय म्हणतो, एखाद्या पॉइंटवर आपल्याला y ऑफ t ची व्हॅल्यू 0 मिळते. सो जनरलाइज 0 आपल्याला त्याच्या मागल्या पॉइंटवर आणि त्या पॉइंटवर मिळेल. सो आपल्याकडे t1 आहे जो आपल्याला 0 देतोय, आणि आपल्याकडे t2 आहे जो t1 च्या आधी येईल, जिथे आपल्याला जनरलाइज 0 मिळतोय. देन एनी सेकंड Li solution has a generalized 0 in closed interval t1 and t2. जर आपल्याला ही कंडिशन दिलेली आहे, then any second Li solution will be having a generalized 0 in t1 and t2. So यांचं म्हणणं असं आहे की if y of t has a 0 at t1 and generalized 0 at t2, then any second Li solution, so आपल्याला कन्सिडर करावं लागेल आणखीन एक Li सोल्युशन ज्याला की 0 असेल, सॉरी जनरलाइज 0 असेल t1 आणि t2 च्या क्लोज्ड इंटरवलमध्ये. सो लेट स्टार्ट विथ द प्रूफ. सपोज y of t is a non-trivial solution of L of y of t equals to 0. आता जिथे आपण पाहिलं, आपण कन्सिडर केलं होतं हे, पण तेच आपल्याला घेऊन चालायचं आहे. Therefore, suppose y of t is a non-trivial solution of L of y of t equals to 0 with 0 at t1, 0 आपल्याला मिळतोय त्या t1 वरती, and a generalized 0 at t2 which is greater than t1. Then we can say that t2 is greater than t1 plus 1 is the first generalized 0 of y of t to the right of t1 and y of t is greater than 0 in t1 and t2 and y of t is less than or equal to 0. So now we will assume that the second Li solution will be z of t. So z of t is second Li solution of y of t with no generalized zeros in t1 and t2. आपल्याकडे प्रूफ करायला आहे की any second Li solution has a generalized zero in t1 and t2 closed interval. So we will take its contradiction to prove this. So we have choose and assume that z of t is the second Li solution of y of t with no generalized zeros in t1 and t2. Thus, if they do not have a generalized zero in t1 and t2, thus z of t is greater than 0 on t1, t2. Pick a constant, t is greater than 0. So if they do not have a generalized zero, we will pick a constant such that there is a t0 belongs to this interval. We will choose a constant capital T such that there is a t0 belongs to t1 and t2 such that z of t0 equals to capital T, that is our constant, and y of t0. But z of t is greater than or equal to t of y of t. This is our constant and this is our first linearly independent solution on t1 and t2. And this will take us to u of t equals to z of t minus t of y of t is a non-trivial solution of L of y of t equals to 0 with u of t0 equals to 0 and u of t0 minus 1 into u of t0 plus 1 is greater than or equal to 0 for t0 is greater than 1. But आपण आत्ताच लेमा शिकलो आणि त्या लेमाला हे स्टेटमेंट कॉन्ट्राडिक्ट करत आहे. So this is a contradiction to the lemma if y of t is a non-trivial solution of L of y of t equals to 0 such that y of t0 is equals to 0 and a less than t0 less than b plus 2, then y of t0 minus 1 y of t0 plus 1 is less than 0. But less than 0, but we are getting greater than or equal to 0. So this is the contradiction and hence z of t must have a generalized 0 in t1 t2 closed interval. It must have a generalized 0. So our second Li solution was z of t and it must have a generalized 0 in t1 and t2. So this proves our theorem that if a non-trivial solution of L of y of t equals to 0 has a 0 at t1 and a generalized 0 at t2 greater than t1, then any second Li solution has a generalized 0 in t1 and t2. So that is proved. Z of t have a generalized 0 and t1 and t2's closed interval, hence proved. Now our next topic is disconjugate. So what is disconjugate? We will see the definition. We say that the difference equation L of y of t equals to 0 is disconjugate on closed interval a and b plus 2 provided that no non-trivial solution of L of y of t equals to 0 has 2 or more than 2 generalized 0. That is, if the difference equation L of y of t equals to 0. हे आपल्याकडे दिलेलं डिफरन्स इक्वेशन आहे लिनियर ऑपरेटर ऑपरेटिंग ऑन y of t equals to 0. हे डिस्कॉन्जुगेट म्हटलं जाईल on the closed interval a and b plus 2 providing that no non-trivial solution of L of y of t equals to 0 has 2 or more than 2 generalized 0. L of y of t इक्वल्स टू 0 हे आपल्याला डिफरन्स इक्वेशन दिलेलं आहे. ते डिफरन्स इक्वेशन डिसकॉन्जुगेट राहील क्लोज्ड इंटरवल ए आणि बी प्लस 2 वरती जर त्याच्या कोणत्याही नॉन ट्रिव्हियल सोल्युशनला म्हणजेच एल ऑफ वाय ऑफ टी इक्वल्स टू 0च्या कुठल्याच नॉन ट्रिव्हियल सोल्युशनला 2 किंवा त्यापेक्षा जास्त जनरलाइज्ड 0 असतील. म्हणजे नो नॉन ट्रिव्हियल सोल्युशन ऑफ एल ऑफ वाय ऑफ टी हॅज 2 or more than 2 जनरलाइज्ड 0. म्हणजे कुठल्याच सोल्युशनला कुठल्याच नॉन ट्रिव्हियल सोल्युशनला 2 किंवा त्यापेक्षा जास्त जनरलाइज्ड 0 नसतील. सो त्या डिफरन्स इक्वेशनला आपण म्हणू की ते डिफरन्स इक्वेशन डिसकॉन्जुगेट राहील. त्यावरचं एक्झाम्पल पाहूया आपण. सो एक्झाम्पल and this is our question. So we have given the equation and we will have to prove that is disconjugate. So we have given y of t plus 2 minus 7y t plus 1 plus 12y of t equals to 0. So we will prove that it is disconjugate. So let's start the solution. We have given the difference equation is y of t plus 2 minus 7y t plus 1 plus 12y of t equals to 0. आपल्याला दिलेलं इक्वेशन लिहून घेतलं आपण आणि त्याला आपण दिलं इक्वेशन नंबर 1 and then we will write the characteristic equation of this equation, and this is its characteristic equation, that is lambda square minus 7 lambda plus 12. So this is the characteristic equation of equation number 1. So the characteristic roots of this are u1 of t equals to 3 to the power t and u2 of t equals to 4 to the power t, and these are the Li solution of L of y of t. This is the L of y of t now, and these are the Li solution of that. So we will put the values from 1, 2 and up to so on in the place of t. So we have u of t, u1 of t and u2 of t. So we will put in the u1 of t first. So u1 of 1 equals to 3, that is 3 to the power 1, then 3 to the power 2 and up to so on. So u1 of 1 equals to 3, u1 of 2 equals to 9 and u1 of 3 equals to 27, u1 of 4 equals to 81, u1 of 5 equals to 243, u1 of 6 equals to 729, and we can see all of them are greater than 0. Next we will try for u2 of t, and we will same put 1 and 2 and 3 up to so on in the place of t. So we will get u2 of 1 equals to 4, u2 of 2 equals to 16, u2 of 3 equals to 64, because we all know that u2 of t equals to 4 to the power t, and we will write it as 4 to the power 1, 4 to the power 2 and up to so on. So we will get these values, and again we can see that all these values are greater than 0, that is u2 of t is greater than 0. And since u1 and u2 are having no 2 or more generalized 0 in minus infinity to infinity, we have checked these values. So there is not even one generalized 0 in the minus infinity to infinity interval. Therefore L of y of t equals to 0 is disconjugate on any interval that is in between minus infinity to infinity. We know the number line starts with minus infinity and ends with infinity. So in between this we have so many intervals. So L of y of t equals to 0 will be disconjugate on any of this interval. There is no generalized 0. Therefore, we have get that y of t plus 2 minus 7y of t plus 1 and plus 12y of t equals to 0. This equation is disconjugate and hence proved. And that is all for this video lecture. We will see the next topics in the next video. So thank you guys.